We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Lions Den podcast with me and virtual Brent Morin and Willie Fingers. Please continue to rate and review at Apple Podcasts, iHeart, or Spotify, or wherever you listen. Make sure you give us a 5-star rating and a review, and we'll see what we do with it. Okay?
Yep.
We'll see what we do with it. Also, if you want to look at our beautiful faces, you can go to our YouTube channel, The Lions Den Pod. What is it on YouTube?
It should just be the Lions Den with
The Lions
Brent
Den with
Morin.
Brent Morin and Jason Collings. And as always, for all of your members-only content, go to patreon.com/thelionsdenpod. That's patreon.com/thelionsdenpod. Also, thelionsdenpod.com is where our one-stop shop is.
Merch.
Merch.
It's all there.
You got to get the merchandise. All of the merchandise is there. We had a little hiccup with the merch, but you guys will be getting your stuff very soon. It's just it's a technical thing on our end, and it's all my brother's fault. So he's in the room, so I got to be careful. But yeah, also we got some dates coming up, right? Brent, what do you got?
Yes, I wrote it down. So Irvine Improv, January 7th to the 9th. There's Austin, Texas, February 4th and 5th in Austin, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Then, coincidentally, I'll be back in Connecticut. So this staying here for 2 months was fucking worth it. Mohegan.
Oh, you're going to do
February
Mohegan.
17th through the 19th. Oh, and West Nyack, New York, Blvd Live will be there February 10th and the 12th.
Got it. Also,
So,
I am going to be
Then we got April at Cobb's,
All of
but that's not out yet because that's a long time, isn't it?
what are the January dates for you and I at Irvine?
7th through the 9th.
7th through the 9th, you and I will be together in Irvine, that's in Southern California. And January 12th, I will be headlining the Brea Improv, one night only, 8 o'clock
Sweet.
show, January 12th. And, for New Year's Eve, I'm going to be in Bellflower, California at the Stand Up Comedy Club for the New Year's Eve show that they're putting on there. Come check it out if you're in the area. Right?
Nice.
We did it.
I think we did it.
I think we freaking
Yeah.
did
I
it.
think we freaking did it. In terms of ticket links, Austin's up, so that'll be in the description. What are the February dates were there? Oh, West Nyack, did you say?
West Nyack.
That one should be up.
be up.
Yeah. Irvine's
West
definitely
Nyack will
up.
be February 10th through the 12th.
Yeah, that should be up.
And that is Levity Live, right? That's not an
Levity Live.
improv. It's the same company, but it's for some reason they called it Levity Live. I have a gripe.
And my website should be up soon too, so they can go to that as well.
Oh,
Or
nice.
Just have links to tickets for once.
Cool.
So it's not just going to be a blank white page with like typewriter looking letters?
No, my brother did it in a lunch break.
Oh, God.
Wow.
I wish I knew how to do shit like that's how my brother was with all the other stuff. Like, yeah, I got this. 30 minutes later, I have, a freaking theater quality video for my stuff.
No, I was going to add your date for Brea.
Yeah.
That'll
Brea
be-
Improv, January 12th, which, by the way, is the day after my birthday.
Ooh, wait.
Nice.
Hey, guys. Love me on the 11th. Love me on not David. Love me only on January 11th. Just kidding. It's my brother's birthday as well. But yeah, January 12th.
Cool.
That's when it is.
Everything should be all those dates should be up in the description.
How's it going over there, B? Are you cold?
It got warm. So now it's like this. We had snow one day, and then all of a sudden it got warm. So I was hoping to get some of the holiday experience, like this radioactive tree that's blinding at night.
What are you,
But,
Prince with all that
I don't know
purple?
if It's red, white, and blue. My brother's pretty patriotic.
Yeah, he is. Mark,
Yeah.
when you say warm, what is warm in Connecticut?
Well, right now I think my body's it's like 50 today, which is pretty warm for now.
For
in Connecticut.
for the Northeast.
Oh yeah, but it will go down to like 20 at some point, and everybody will get the flu and die.
You know what I call that? Population control. What is I've heard this term on that side of the country. What is a nor'easter?
Oh, nor'easter is it's like a thunderstorm with snow instead.
What?
So it's basically it's like a blizzard basically, but with high winds and crazy fucking
No
lightning
thanks.
sometimes.
I would rather take earthquakes, because I'm a California boy, born and bred. I would take earthquakes over nor'easters. I would take earthquakes over tornadoes, typhoons. Tsunami. You know what a tsunami is, right?
Yeah.
It's Japanese for tidal wave, I think.
And I hate typhoons, you know, like I know there's vegans out there that really like it, but like my whole thing is like, I'm not a typhoon guy, you know, just give me the steak.
Right.
Mhm.
That's another good Brent quote. I'm not a typhoon guy.
Just give me the steak. T-shirt. Not a typhoon guy. Just give me the steak. Hey, I want to hear about the local show you did.
Oh, Jesus. Well, it was fun. It was nice to get up with some of the local comics, but the funny thing is like, so we did the Hartford Funny Bone, which was great. And then even though it was a lot of friends, but then you know how it is, you want to keep getting up. So I was like, let me get up, let me do something. And some of the guys that helped me out, who did the local comics here with the show, there's a place, like a basement walking distance from my older brother's house. So I said, you know what, let me go meet my brother for dinner. Then I'll jump up and work out like new bits. I wanted to work out new ideas in this basement. There was like 15 people there. And then I knew it was going to be a bomb right away when the host literally, I went first and the host literally brought me up. He said right before, he goes, what's your name again? And I was like,
Makes
Brent
me
Morin.
mad.
And then he goes, all right, I got you. Brent Morin. And he goes up and he must have panicked, you know, because he did like 3 minutes because there's no laughs.
Oh,
and then
no.
he literally goes, I'm going to bring up your first guy, special guest. Give it up for Morin.
Everyone was expecting to see a cool looking black dude walk up.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that because it was an urban show too. So
Here's what kills me. It only took him 3 minutes to forget.
yeah,
What?
He was panicking. I could tell he was new and he panicked.
That is
Morin,
like
though.
that's the
Moron.
first thing you got to get right when you're hosting is the guys' names. I never understood. Dude, I don't know how I'm gonna remember your name because I'm gonna be up there for 3 whole minutes doing my shit. Okay. You ever see the guys that write it on their hand?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'd be screwed if I did. I have my hands sweat sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Coming up now is Beflagenlier. I love that he said Moron instead of Moran.
He goes, yeah, Morin. He said it like I was some like R&B singer or
Hilarious.
rapper.
That's so
And
funny.
I got up there and I'm like the whitest dude there with a pea coat, you know, fresh hair.
Was it an urban show for real?
Yeah.
Were you
And
the
I
only
was
white
like,
ski?
I was the only white comic on it, you know.
That's great.
And but it was a mixed crowd.
Well, that's
but
but Brent, remember that's the kind of shows you made your bones on, dude.
yeah, I was totally, but he threw me off with Morin.
That's so
Then I
funny.
went Morin, and I tried, but sometimes you just have a dead crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing like the store when we started, but it was just I didn't give a shit.
Right.
But I know it was the first time my older brother or his friend, like, because he brought one of his friends and his wife with him, saw like that kind of crowd with me. And I didn't care. I just wanted
Just to be
that
clear,
lit
when he
shit.
said that kind of crowd, he didn't mean
Yes.
black people. He meant dead crowd. But go ahead.
Yeah, dead crowd. And we don't mean that they're dead. It was a great show.
It's turning into a press conference.
Senator.
It always does. Couldn't look more racist with this Christmas tree behind me either. So,
I love that your brother's now in the back of the room explaining it to his friend and his wife. He's not usually this terrible.
yeah,
He's usually
they've
really
been to my
funny.
headlining shows, but
Yeah.
I was like, I just want to get to this one bit. You know how that is when you do those 10-minute spots.
Yeah.
You just like, at least for me, I'm like, my only goal is to work on this one thing. Even if I bomb, I can live with that. Like, so I worked on one thing, and the one thing I worked on worked a little bit. But other than that, it was like he was trying to light me at 3 minutes and shit.
Oh,
like it was
God.
hilarious.
They didn't
The guy
know who
was
you were
just
at all.
new. He was just nervous, new, hosting, probably his first
young.
show. And of course, I had my own timer, and I was like, no, I'm doing the 10. So I did the 10, got the laugh, and got the hell out of there. And then the next guy was just ate it. And I was like, it was kind of refreshing. It was nice. I was fine. But like my older brother's like, you okay? I go, I've been doing this since I was 18.
That's the
This
worst.
did nothing to me or my confidence.
The worst is when your non-comic buddies and stuff go, oh, are you okay? But you know what's even worse than that? When a comic does it.
Oh, yeah.
Because we should all know. Well, what do you mean, am I okay? Of course I am. No, none of us are okay. That's why we're doing stand-up. But we're okay.
Yeah. One of the other reasons that the crowd went sour on me immediately was, besides being Moran, there was this lady in these 3 like white ladies in their 40s in the front row. One of them, which had the biggest iPhone, and she was taping everybody's set. She's watching it like she's watching a Coldplay concert like this. And I pointed out to one of the other local comics, I go, what's up with that girl? Why is she taping shit? And his reaction wasn't like, yeah, put that camera down. His reaction was, hey, maybe this could be your big break tonight, you know? Like, whoa, wait a minute.
Hey,
you think that somebody
no.
YouTubing a basement show in West Hartford is going to be my break? Like, so
Right.
the second I got up there, which the host should have done, I went, are you taping me? And she goes, yeah. I go, can you put that down? I don't want to be taped for this. You know, and it just made it. And I said it just like that. I go, please, thank you very much. And she put it down, but it like, you would have thought like I threw a glass at her.
Yeah, people don't understand that. I just posted a thing on my Instagram. You saw it.
I was there.
You were there. That's right. You were helping me tape it. And this guy was in the front row with his phone out, and he wasn't even video. He was audio taping me.
Oh, geez.
He was audio taping me. And I stopped what I'm doing. And I looked at him, and I just was quiet. And then the audience kind of noticed that. Ooh. And I go, what are you doing? He goes, without skipping a beat, he goes, I'm recording you. I go, why? Why? And then the owner of the place, owner of the club, told him to stop recording. And then I just kind of riffed on it a little bit. And then I have it on video. So I posted it on my Instagram at Jason Collings, and I posted it on my TikTok at Jason Collings. And people started commenting, "What's the big deal? Why are we all of a sudden not allowed to record?" I mean, one guy said, "Oh, he enjoyed your set so much that he was recording you and you blasted him or something like that."
Yeah.
Bashed him. And I'm like, "No." And then this woman who did it right, she asked an actual question. What is the thing? And I understand that I know that back in the day, like bands used to not like to be recorded because they were because they didn't want their stuff bootlegged. But they don't understand. We've talked about this before, Brent, how stand-up comics are like, as far as respected artists, we're the lowest on the totem pole.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, people don't understand. What do you mean? Why can't we? But they don't get, this is I own this material. And if you're like, what I said to her, I was like, that guy did not have my permission to tape me. I gave the club permission, because another comment was, oh, complaining about being recorded on a recording. Oh, the irony. So I had to explain, no, that's my tape. That's for me. And I gave the club permission to do that. I don't know this guy. I don't know what his plans are with my material. I don't know if I'm going to drop a fucking cancel word.
Yeah.
And that ends up on, which I don't ever. But I said, and I don't know if this guy's planning to monetize it in some way, make money off of my shit. And this is my shit. Like, people don't understand, just because we're not standing up there with a guitar in our hand and a band behind us and a label that we're on, doesn't mean it's any less important art that we own. So if you want to record me, you motherfuckers, if you want to record Daddy Chill Hot,
Cool name.
ask me. Ask me. And then I will have questions for you. What is your plan with it? Is it for, that's another thing. I'm like, what do you want it for? Just if you want to hear me, go on Spotify.
Yeah.
Go on the YouTube.
I feel like a good, like, because I think people really don't understand why it's bad, and sometimes I give the benefit of the doubt, because why should they? They're not comics.
That's
so maybe
why
they don't
this
understand.
person.
But what I feel like it could be helpful is like maybe like a club that really knows what's up. Maybe what if they gave like a 6-second thing at the beginning while they were going, hey, make sure you blah 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 blah. They go, hey, don't take the comedians. They may be working on things. Something like that. You know,
most
just
of
like
the
quick.
Most of the better clubs do that.
Yeah.
Or they'll have signs posted.
Or just like an explanation, like a 3-second, here's why. Because they always say, no taping, no photography. But maybe it'd be helpful if they were like, no video, because these comics are working on their things that you'll see on Netflix soon.
Right.
Like just a quick,
That's the big issue where I'm like, please don't tape this. Like, comedians, we have to go work it out on a stage to see if it works. Coldplay isn't doing a concert and working on a song that they haven't done more than once in their life.
It's the show.
They're working it out in the studio with people that have opinions. That's their time. And if you notice, you don't see many, like, there are documentaries about in the studio, but most of the time they're like, no cameras in here. You know, they do the same shit when somebody's trying to make something new.
Right.
Like, but with us, we get chastised because they came out, they paid, they think they're obligated. Like, no, I went to the Meadows and I taped, fucking
Right.
Dashboard Confessional. What band references am I using?
Nice.
But,
The whitest band references.
I think I've been in Connecticut too long.
You know what? You're absolutely right. Because if I've been watching on Disney Plus that 3-part docuseries called Get Back, and it's all that footage of the Beatles in the studio. They didn't release that shit till 60 freaking years later, when all that stuff was already a hit, and they made all. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't come out when they were doing it, because there's literally scenes in that documentary, which is awesome, by the way, of them coming up with the song and writing the song right there on the spot. The Long and Winding Road. He was literally, oh, no, not you know, and he didn't even have the words yet. And then Get Back, when he just started riffing on his guitar, and all of a sudden you hear, oh wait, that's Get Back. Yeah. But had they been like, if it was today and there was social media and somebody shot that and then went on YouTube with it, then somebody can rip it off, steal it, copyright it. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand. We own this shit. You know, we own it. And let me tell you something about being paranoid about people monetizing your shit. If you Google your own name, which I do probably 4 or 5 times a day. Now, if you go on YouTube and type in Jason Collings stand-up or Brent Morin stand-up, there are YouTube pages with old clips of me. And these are people I have no idea who these people are. They look like they're monetized. And it's like Comedy Jam Channel featuring Jason Collings. And it's me, 500 pounds, 15 years ago at the Ice House going, farts. You know what I mean? I'm like, why do I want that out?
That's a good bit.
That was a great impression. That's a meme right there.
Yeah. But yeah, so
look, the point is that we're basically the Beatles.
Yeah, we're the Beatles.
That's the point.
That's the point. Dude, that's a really cool documentary. Did you watch it yet?
No, but I keep hearing about it. I feel like I gotta watch it.
There's no narration. There's just certain, graphics come on the screen and tells you what's going on, and you're just there. You're literally in the studio with them.
I love that.
While they're recording Let It Be, right?
Wait,
Was it the Let It Be album that they were putting together?
Yeah.
My brother David, by the way, he's in studio.
They had this whole thing. They had this whole idea that they were going to make a movie,
right?
And they were going to film the creation of an album from scratch, meaning they had no songs prepared really.
Right.
Some here and there.
Right.
But what they did, and so they had this whole idea for it. And now a lot of people mistakenly refer to Let It Be as the last Beatle album. Well, it's a technical thing, because they shelved it. That's why this whole thing is out now. It's a big deal, because this was all stuff that was just 70 hours worth of footage that was shelved.
Right.
And then they said, fuck it, went to Abbey Road and made the Abbey Road album. That's why on Abbey Road you have on Abbey Road you have the medley, which is the she came in through the bathroom.
Right.
On all those songs. And then they released it. And then later on, after they broke up, the studios put all the stuff together to make the Let It Be album, and then it came out.
That's why the pictures on the front of the album, the 4 of them, were those outdoor shots of them on the roof.
Not all of it. The Paul's in the studio, but if you notice, look at each picture, and each picture you saw it in that show. That's when they took the picture.
Right.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. So cool.
What's Get Back? What's that song? Can you sing it?
He started as a protest song.
Yeah.
But then it just
Jojo was a man who thought he was a woman, but he was another man. Jojo left his home into sunny Arizona. Get back. You don't know Get Back?
I do now, I guess. I honestly have to hear it, because I was trying to think. I was like, that's the one song I don't remember.
I hope that your mother is watching this.
That's
I hope
the
your
one
mom is
song
watching.
you don't remember.
I hope that your bass playing musician, talented mother is watching this to hear her son say he didn't know what Get Back was.
I have to check and see if I know.
Wow.
And the most popular version.
Wait, fuck it. Let me just find it now.
It's actually from the recording on the roof.
Yeah, that's the one. Are you Googling it?
It was supposed to culminate into a movie.
Right. Yeah, I know that.
Fuck it. Let's just do it on the roof.
Right. But what I was asking too is that set list, that was the Let It Be album.
For the most part.
For the most part, right.
Yeah.
Well, don't get us
I know.
$5 million.
I don't think I know that song, honestly. I know a good amount of Beatles songs. I don't know that song.
Look at the camera. Apologize to your mother.
Sorry, Mom.
Worst radio host ever. Like,
Oh,
hey,
man.
you guys are the Beatles, huh? I don't know that song. All right, what's that song?
But yeah, I got. And by the way, you're gonna have to put a lot of time aside to watch this thing.
Yeah, how long
It's
is it?
3 parts, and each part is 100 hours long.
Ah,
How many hours is each part, Dave?
I'll look it up.
They're a couple hours long.
Yeah, they're feature length each.
I'll-
Episode.
Each episode is a feature-length
I'll
freaking
shit
movie.
up.
Yeah.
And that was Peter Jackson, right? Who
Yes.
decided to do that?
Yep.
Makes sense with his 9-hour movies.
Yep. And all of the surviving, like Yoko Ono was a producer. One of the McCartney women was a producer.
These are long as fuck.
Yeah.
First one's 230. Next one's 253.
Yeah.
Last one's 218. This is like a motherfucking Godfather trilogy. Jesus. All right. This better be good.
Without the dead
Damn, it's
horses.
getting crazy reviews too.
Now, I
gotta
do
watch
have a
this
gripe
shit.
about it.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. And this
I
might
don't
not be a
get it.
popular opinion, but what the fuck was Yoko doing there?
Yes, the clips I saw, I was
Get
wondering
out of
that.
his face, Yoko. I know that he's
It's
passed.
almost like you realize everything they said was true.
Yeah, like she wouldn't leave his fucking side. Everywhere he
No.
went in the studio, she was just right there. Paul McCartney, Linda McCartney was there.
Mhm.
Starkey's wife was there, Ringo, and George Harrison had it. And they all like chilled on the side and kicked it. If John got up and moved, she was like a fucking magnet to him. And then there was like these downtime in the studio where people were just goofing around the microphone. She kept getting on the microphone and screaming
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
Why?
because she's nuts. And I'm sorry, I did not get that one at all, man. That I was like, shut. It was literally like, this is so fun, except that part. I
Yeah,
want so
yeah.
many times watching, I was like, Jesus, Yoko, shut the fuck up. Get out of his
Another
face.
T-shirt.
He's creating another t-shirt. He's being creative. Move. But the part about it was he was like madly in love with her.
Mm.
There was actually a scene in the documentary where they both found out at the same time that she was married before him. And there's a scene in the doc where they got the news that her divorce went through. He was literally in the middle of rehearsing a song, and they just start kissing and making out while he's playing the guitar, and he just announced her divorce went
Wow.
through. We're good.
Home wrecked.
We're good.
Home fucking wrecked, dude.
Oh, fucking. But
Yoko left her husband for my ass because I got way more fucking money than him. I wanted to tell Yoko to get back. Hey, get back. Get back to that other dude you were married to. Yeah, she was annoying. There's a few parts in the documentary we could tell people were just getting really annoyed. Like
Oh, yeah.
on one part, McCartney's little daughter came to the studio and she was all over the place. She was talking in the microphone. She was sitting on Ringo's lap while he's playing. Not annoying at all. The most adorable thing ever. But then it would flash on her face and she was always just like this. And she would just stare at John.
It was so weird.
She kept doing that in the microphone. I had to turn the volume down on the television. I can't imagine what was going on in the sound booth. These guys were probably like, can we get this bitch out of here? Ugh.
They had enough. We have tiny little mics.
Yeah, dude, it shows so much. It shows
Yeah.
the birth of like huge hits, like the one that Will's never heard of. It shows it's true.
Yeah. Get fucking back all the way.
Yeah, get on back. Get back, Jojo. I was gonna say there was another thing that the whole thing where George Harrison quit the Beatles. It's all documented in this documentary. It's happening in front of you where he's like, I'm out. He leaves a note that says, I quit the Beatles or something like that. And they had to have like 2 or 3 meetings with him to try to get him to come back to the Beatles so we could finish this thing. But yeah, he was like, I'm out. But yeah, it's so really good. It's a really good documentary. If you like long ass shit. Speaking of long shits, I took number 2.
Hey, did we explain why we were gone last week?
All right, we got to
good
talk
point.
about that. We have to talk about why we were gone last week, okay?
Producer Brent.
Producer Brent
I
doing
just
it.
realized that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had planned to record this episode last Monday.
Mhm.
Okay.
Today is Tuesday.
Last week. Sorry, Johnny Technics.
No, it's more perspective on when we're doing this.
Right. It's Tuesday. It's over a week ago.
Sorry, John. Technical.
So
Count
Brent and I,
Joe.
about 2 months ago, Brent and I were out in front of the house here, and we started talking about running for some fucking reason. And Brent had mentioned, yo, your running form is so good. And
you have good running form.
we both ran down the street.
Very funny visual. I wasn't there for it, but I really wish I was, because that's hilarious. To see
That
two
night-
grown men racing
Yeah.
on a residential street.
Right. 2 grown babies.
Yeah.
And I hurt my knee running. But it was like normal hurt your knee. Like, oops, that's going to be sore for a few days. Then it just stayed sore and stayed sore. And it was like, oh, you remember I was limping around when we were in Florida? Those of you who were at the Florida shows, those of you Patreon members that were hanging with us, remember I was having an issue and limping around and rubbing it and stuff. And it just wasn't getting better. But it was tolerable. Like this is going to sound so sad, but I've lived most of my life, as my brother has too. I've lived most of my life always in some sort of pain. I'm always in some sort of physical pain. So much so that you sometimes forget that you're in pain. Like right now, when I sit and think about it, I'm like, oh yeah, my lower back is hurting right now. My hip kind of hurts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm used to that. So then last Monday, we set the time. We set the time up with you, East Coast time. I get in the car. I get everything packed up that I'm bringing to the studio. I drive to the Valley. I'm 45 minutes early. So I'm like, I love being early so I can stop at my Starbucks. Because I don't know if you guys heard of, there's this little cute little boutique coffee spot here in the Valley called Starbucks. You got to check it out. So I go to the Starbucks, and Starbucks here in the Valley that I go to, there's a back parking lot. You pull around in the back, the one on Laurel and Ventura.
Yeah.
Park in the back parking lot that's pretty full, so I have to park a little ways. Get out of the car, start walking across the parking lot. With each step, the pain is growing and growing and growing. And I'm like, what the heck? I get across the parking lot. By the time I'm a whole parking lot away from my car, I can't walk. I can't put any weight on it. I'm stuck. Like I'm like legit scared. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was stuck because every time I took a step, it was like, oh my God, I couldn't put any weight on it. And I'm just kind of standing there stranded. And this couple walks by, and the guys, they kind of look at me and they keep walking, but I'm in my world of what the fuck. I see my car. I know I need to get to it, but I can't get to my car. It's that painful. Any movement, any weight, it was unbearable. The couple comes back and the guy's like, dude, are you okay? And usually because of my pride, I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? But now,
So you're apparently in The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I'm good. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Put my foot so far up your ass, you'll be shitting shoelaces for a week.
It's so natural.
So I told the guy, I go, no, I'm not okay. My leg just went out. I don't know what's wrong with it. I can't put any weight on it. I need help to my car. This couple helped me to my car. Like I'm holding onto his shoulder and he's holding me, walking me to my car.
Wow.
Very sweet.
Really.
Whoever they
I
were.
wish I got their names or something. They were really sweet. It was really sweet of them to help me with that. Get in the car, and I immediately called you guys and said, this is not happening. I'm in the Valley, but I cannot walk. I can't move, and I'm driving to an urgent care.
Well, when you called me, it was mostly what I heard was my leg,
No.
my leg, and the couple, and
And they had a cute dog, and I wanted to pet the dog, but I couldn't with my weight. So I drive to and I don't know what's wrong with it because it's the weirdest kind of pain. Like when I had my surgeries on my other knee, like if you touched my knee, it hurt. Like stay away from my leg. If I bumped it on something, ouch. I could literally touch it and it wasn't hurting to touch it. But when I stood and put weight on it, fucked. And so I get to the, and you know me, I'm angry at everybody. I get to the urgent care, and there's an open parking spot in the front of the urgent care. So I'm like, yes. As I loop around to park there, the goddamn Amazon delivery van posts up in the front parking space of an urgent care to deliver packages to another fucking building. Oh. I was furious. And David knows this. When I'm mad, you're all on the ride with me. Because I called the urgent care. I go, listen, I just called that I'm on my way with the leg issue, and the fucking Amazon van is parked in the front of the fucking, I'm talking like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm in pain and I'm hurting and I'm angry. Because I'm me. She's like, okay, I go, I have to park across the street, but someone is going to need to come out here and help me. I can't get to you from across the street. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
We're on the phone, and then the delivery guy jumps in the van, and she's like, oh, he's leaving. So I fucking hightailed and I got around there. And I'm parked behind him while he's getting, here's another gripe and pet peeve that I have about people. They do this thing. They do it at the gas station. They do it in parking spaces. They do it fucking everywhere. They think that they're the only people in the world. They think they're alone in the universe and no one else is in a fucking hurry, and no one else, like at the gas pump, the way it works at the Costco gas station is you have to sit in a single file line. There's no coming in from all directions. It's one way. Everybody waits in a line. The person that finished pumping their gas and then takes, I don't know, 100 hours to get everything situated before they pull forward so that we could all pull forward and get our fucking gas. That person that gets in the car, looks at their receipt.
Yeah.
Wipes their rear view mirror. Oh, my seatbelt. Stretch my neck. And I'm back there going, move! I got to pump fucking gas.
Yeah.
That's what this guy did. He gets in his Amazon van, and all of a sudden he's situating himself. So what I did, because I'm a mad dad, is I parked behind him where he could see me in his rearview mirror, and I went, and when he looked at me, I went,
Nice.
For our listeners, a lot of hand gestures, a lot of aggressive hand gestures.
I'll do it again out loud. Let's fucking go. Move. I can't walk. So embarrassing. So I get into the parking spot. Most embarrassing part. The best looking 20-something-year-old guy in the goddamn world comes out with a wheelchair to wheel me into the urgent care.
What's up,
So now I'm this guy in the wheelchair. I sure wish I was you. So they had to wheel me in.
I remember when I was you.
Yeah. So they wheel me in like an old fart, and I have to fill out all the paperwork and everything. And they call me back, and the guy's like, "So what's going on?" They always send the nurse in first. So what's happening? First of all, nurse, I didn't know you were a nurse. Here's why. You had a Nike hoodie on. I thought you were just some dude wanting to know about my leg. So a guy in the Nike hoodie is checking my blood pressure and my vitals. He writes everything down. And then the doctor comes in and she's like, "What's going on?" I go, "We just went through this with your fucking nurse in the Nike hoodie. Maybe you should have been in the fucking room. Maybe you should have been in the room."
I know. What's the point of them?
No,
like,
that's
what's
the
the point?
same thing as the fucking flight attendant repeating everything that the pilot just said. Not listening to
Yeah.
you, bitch, because he's flying the plane. Sorry. Getting heated. So she goes, "Oh, what's going on?" And she looks at it. She goes, "Do you mind taking your pants off?" It's a she. She goes, "Do you mind taking your pants off?" And I was like, "Do I mind? I was wondering when you were going to fucking ask." And I gave her a little striptease. I gave her the old magic mic. Anyways.
In reality, you were like, "Oh no, 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 no,
Nurse,
no, no,
don't make me pin it. Don't make me pin it. There's nothing worse than being a grown man in pain in front of someone smaller than you, and you're just like, no. I'm usually tougher than this. Ow. Unbelievable. So she looks at it. She goes, "It doesn't hurt it when I touch it." I go, "Only when I lift it or put weight on it." And she said, "Sounds like you got bursitis." And I said, "No, I have a Kia Optima."
Nice.
Really good.
Because I've never heard of bursitis.
Yeah.
And basically what it is there's this stuff called the bursa that surrounds your joints.
Mhm.
And they're like these sacs of like fluid or whatever. And if they get inflamed or hurt, they fill up with body fluids that like inflame it and make it, I mean, it's so pain. It felt like my knee was broken, and it wasn't.
Jeez.
It's just these fucking gross little liquid sacs. And first of all, don't say sack when you say anything about my body, okay?
Yeah. Especially my knee.
Don't,
Like,
when you're talking about my
nutsack,
body,
fine.
please don't say sack, okay? Because I know I look like a sack of yuck. I know that.
Sack of yuck.
Another t-shirt. A sack of yuck.
So you know what the prescription was to get rid of the
What?
old bursitis? Nothing. They prescribed crutches, Got to stay off of it. Basically, you have to stay off of it and rest for however long it takes for it to feel better. And then the fun part, painkillers. I got muscle relaxers.
Nice.
And when I say I slept hard. I slept so good. I was like, I slept so hard that everyone saw my dreams. They're like, holy shit, what is Jason dreaming about?
Everyone saw my dream. Just Elaine is in the living room lifting off the ground, just like fucking X-Men or some shit.
So yeah, and I stayed off of it, and it got better. Then yesterday I had to go to Costco because I'm a dad and I'm an old guy. And I'm walking across the parking lot, and here's how it works, you fucking idiots. The pedestrian always has the right of way. Okay. Maybe on an off ramp of the fucking freeway, no, but or in the fast lane. But the pedestrian, like I'm in it, and the way everyone's crossing, and you wait for the people to cross. I'm crossing and with my basket. I'm cute as fuck. I have 2 boxes of fire logs. I'm gonna be warm as shit when I get home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think this guy was like, "Fuck that!" And just almost hit me, and I had to break into a run to get out of the guy's way. And guess what the run did?
Oh no!
The sacks got fucked up again.
The fucking sacks.
The sacks on my body sacks. My goo bags.
Oh.
But it's okay
Well,
today.
there you have it, Lions Den fans.
Yeah.
That's why we weren't here last week.
That's why we're here
Jason's
last week.
goo bags.
Because of my goo bags.
Jason's goo
What are we
bags.
calling this episode, guys?
Jason's goo bags.
Goo
What
bags.
do you have there?
That sounds
can
like
I get a Bud Light and a Jason's goo bag?
Yeah, it was not.
Place is
We weren't
gross.
being lazy. I just couldn't move, and I didn't want to do the all of us via Zoom because I love
Yeah,
being in the
sure.
studio. And you know, our super fans are always like, "Are we gonna get an episode? We get an episode? What's going on? What's going on?" And that was what was going on. The old Bursa bags were fucked, and I couldn't
Goo
walk.
bags.
I just couldn't walk. It was so painful. But guess what I did? On crutches, I still went to the gym because I'm buff. Deal with that, okay? I need everybody to understand that Jason is buff, okay? I'm ripped
Nice.
and hustle, don't sleep. In the gym on crutches.
I mean,
And I sit on the bench press and lean them against the wall and then all the way.
so sick.
Crazy how buff I
Oh
am, dude.
fuck, that was a great story.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That killed me.
BMO, how are your sacks holding up?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I did say to Jason today, I went golfing with my dad,
Oh,
my
yeah.
75-year-old father.
Mhm.
And of course, I fucked up and hit a ball into like this little creek. So I went down. It's like a little creek. It's right there. So I went down there to get it, and I slipped a little bit because I'm me. And I lost my footing on my leg and tweaked my knee and fucked my whole right knee up. I said it's like we're E.T. and Elliot or some shit.
Like E.T. and Elliot. I hope I'm Elliot.
Yeah. Yeah, you're Elliot.
Okay.
The fucking way I looked. Like my dad should be the one getting hurt out there, not
Oh
me.
man. Oh, that's so. Oh, how does it feel now though?
I'm wearing these compression shorts and a thing on it right now, but it
Sexy.
just feels like honestly, it feels like there's goo in it or something. It feels like watery.
It's gushy.
Yeah, it's weirdly
Sometimes
watery. It's
you-
like I got a big woman's kneecap.
Sometimes you get like it bleeds on the inside. A big woman's kneecap.
It's retaining so much fluid.
You've seen those knees at the beach.
I just want to see you on a rascal in Walmart, you know,
Yeah.
Or both you guys are racing in your carts.
just yelling at each other.
Where are the peanut M&Ms?
Crutches in the basket.
You're not there the first floor.
I'm getting the pirate
Yeah.
booty. No, you're not. I'm getting it. I'm getting the last pirate booty.
Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, we're injured.
Well,
But we're better.
BMO, what's your East Coast plan? Are you still going to be out there for the rest of the time?
I'm going to Boston on Friday for the weekend to go watch our boy Steph Curry play.
Okay.
Oh,
And,
awesome.
What else am I doing? Oh, then it's Christmas next week, right?
Yeah, I think so. What's today?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this may be like the Christmas episode, probably.
Yeah.
Depending
Yeah.
on timing.
That's what I was thinking. I know that my place has turned into fucking Prince's bedroom. I mean, look how it looks like a rave outside. That's why my brother hates this tree right now, because
That's
it
so
looks like
funny.
we're throwing a fucking silent, like headphone rave party or something.
This is what it feels like on Christmas.
It's very sexual in here.
It is very, especially because you're wearing tights.
Oh yeah, I know.
Brent's wearing sexy
am.
tights.
I would show you, but I'm penis shy.
Another thing that we were able to do for you Patreon members is we were finally able to make a stop by our PO box. So
Yes.
if you're not on the Patreon, sorry, but we're going to do an unboxing on the Patreon of some of this stuff, and we'll keep you in the mix with that shit too.
Sure.
How are we doing on time?
We're at like a little over 40.
You want to do an email?
Your call.
Let's try an
Let's do
email.
dude.
Give me 2 seconds here.
We're going to try to do an email. Yeah,
My brother has a cuckoo
that is
clock.
that is another pet peeve of mine, was when the person in front of you at the gas station is just like chilling in the rain. By the way, oh man,
No, I hate it.
my medication's helping me, but I'm so the guy that goes like that, not like but like that little honk
Yeah.
just to get their attention, so they kind of go, "What the fuck is that?" And they look back at me and I go, "Move."
Here's a good one. Here's and I think also you guys should talk about has to do with the Florida shows. You guys should do a quick like recap of the Florida shows.
Oh, we did Florida.
Yeah.
Remember that, Brent? Remember when we did
We
Florida?
didn't do that?
We didn't do
did.
that. No, I mean the recap. We didn't talk about it on the
Oh,
podcast.
that was what we were going to talk about when my sax burst.
So let's talk about it.
Okay.
We have
Feel
plenty.
like a time
All
travel.
right, let's do that. So we were at by the way, none of the ways we said it was correct.
No.
Dania, Danya, none of it. It's Dania.
Dania Beach.
Dania Beach,
Yeah, this email has
Florida,
to do
which is basically
do with
Fort
that.
Lauderdale.
Mhm.
Basically
Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale. The shows were amazing. The club, beautiful, right, B?
Yeah. Club was great.
It's one of the
Where
newer
they put
ones.
us up was great.
Yep, everything was cool, and everything's really close to each other. Everything was really close proximity to where we were staying, so
Yeah.
it was walking distance. Hence the busted sax. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, it was a lot of fun. The crowds were amazing. Everybody showed up. Yo, Dania
Yeah.
Beach represented, right?
Dude, it was fun. It was one of those gigs where this happens all the time, where you get like kind of bummed out. Like sometimes you'll be stuck at a gig for like 5 days
Mhm.
and it's just bad. And you just know you got to get through it. But then sometimes you get a good gig like this, but then it's like, nope, we're done.
Yeah.
There's only 4.
Should have done a
2 days.
Thursday or a Sunday. Damn us.
Damn it. Back to
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Back to LA.
Well, that's like another new club. It's almost like it sounded like from what Jay told me. It was like Milwaukee, kind of. It was like this new club, and it was just
Brand new.
packed and dope.
They open in August.
Yeah.
Wow,
They open in August,
sounds
so
like
it's
exactly the same thing. Yeah.
brand new, and it's just beautiful. And everything was just the green room was great, because a
Yeah.
lot of times when you're in the green room, you want to watch something on television. You don't want to watch
Yeah.
the comedy, but you need to know what's going on. And when you're up, they put 2 big flat screens in the green room. One is of what we wanted to watch, and the other one
Yeah.
was the show.
One was
So-
hardcore porn, and then the other one was
Yes,
the show.
right, exactly.
What we want to watch.
Yeah. One was QVC and the other one was the show.
Right.
You buy
So they
all the
did
shit
that.
in the green room.
They did that right. The sound guys were incredible. The way they
Yeah.
brought us up was incredible. The music choices were amazing. Because you remember when we were in Houston, how that girl kept bringing me up.
Yeah.
We had the same thing in Milwaukee.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Collings. And you literally heard somebody audibly go, "What?" in the audience.
Yeah.
Somebody in the audience literally went, "What?"
Yeah.
This dude, it was no joke. You guys ready to have a good time tonight? And they all do the same thing. They all go, "Dag, come on, you could do better than that. Are you ready to have a good time tonight?" And Dania was like, "Fuck yeah, Jason's here. Oh, Brent's here too? Where's Will?"
No, it was fucking great.
That was some other one. Where's Will? Somewhere's Will.
That's fine.
There was a couple Wills.
I'll take a where's Will.
Yeah. They were expected to
Can't
be
wait to
seated
go
by
back.
you.
It makes sense.
Yep.
Makes sense.
They wanted their order taken by you.
Makes sense.
Oh.
Yep. Good.
But yeah, what you felt pretty good about it, B?
Yeah, dude, loved it.
And
was
you and
just
I-
kinda bummed we had to leave.
Yeah, and when we went up, and both of us were in the green room before the first show, and we just went, "Holy crap, this is our first set in like a week." We hadn't
Yeah,
done
dude.
stand up
Mhm.
because it was
Oh.
right after Thanksgiving. Was it right after Thanksgiving? Whatever it was.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, we were just kind of like, "Whoa, do we know how to do this?" And then of course,
Jason destroyed that first show. It took me like a good 20, 25 to figure out how to do stand-up again. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I taught a
But then
clinic.
after that, it was smooth sailing
Yeah.
for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
Unless this email says something different. So
That'd
what
be
does it
so
say?
funny.
Yeah, right. Let's hear what the email says about Dania Beach.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you
fr-
just lead us into bullshit? That we're gonna look like we're lying?
we'll see. No, it's from Erica. She says, "Hi to the handsome trio. The company I work for has our main corporate office in Dania Beach, Florida. Now, I am from California and have only heard others within the company pronounce it, but the way they pronounce it is Dania Beach. She
Dania
spells
Beach.
it Dan, like the name, dash YA Beach.
That's right.
Dania?
Not Dania. Dania.
Dania.
Dania Beach,
Dania
Florida.
Beach.
Which is Fort Lauderdale, basically.
Yeah. Just say
Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale. You know, fuck this Dania Dania. Just say
Or
Fort
you
Lauderdale.
just go Fort Lauderdale. We're going to go to Fort Lauderdale.
She says,
Be nice.
oh, so I'm sure this didn't get to you in time as your shows are tonight and tomorrow, but I just got around to saying this email, so sorry about that. Unless you learn that it is not how they actually say it out there, in which case,
Oh, that
forget
was-
this email altogether.
Hilarious. So that was before we did the shows.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Great.
She says,
Because we were lying. Sorry, Jay.
I'll,
Bombed. We didn't do the shows.
The knock jokes for 40 minutes did not go over very well. All my impressions, not good.
your sound effects and your impressions.
Yeah.
This is a door opening.
This is a bird.
She says, "I'll leave you with a would you rather and misheard lyrics.
Oh, I love
Would you rather? I know both your guys' answer to this. Would you rather be 10 minutes late or always 20 minutes early?
Always 20 minutes early.
It's always 20
Yeah,
minutes
for sure,
early.
20 minutes early. Yeah. Who would? It's such an it's easy.
Oh, actually, you know
It'd be
what?
one thing
That
if it-
depends on the event. If it's
good
work related,
point.
I'm going to get there early. My father
Mm-hmm.
used to tell David and I, it's better to be 1 hour early than 1 minute late. And that was a work related
Yeah,
thing.
fair.
However, if it's like a cool kids party,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm coming in 30 minutes late.
True.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
That's a good
always though,
point.
if we had
With
to
an
pick one-
entourage.
Yep.
With an entourage, snakeskin boots, and my owl.
Yep.
Very, very cool.
Only allowed a +1, but I bring 6.
Yes.
We're an hour late,
Yep.
and it's a dress code, but fuck that. We're coming in the
There
way
it
we
is.
want.
Simple.
It's a dress code,
Yeah.
but fuck that.
I hope this is a
Gotta
misheard
feel great. You don't want
lyric.
to be the one person who's sitting on the couch with the people throwing the party before anybody shows up for the Christmas party, and you're just like, "So, how do you know my cousin?" Oh, well, we went to school together. I mean, that sucks. That's a gun to the mouth
It's so
moment
funny.
for me.
It's like that episode of The Office when Mike and Dwight showed up. Michael Scott and Dwight showed up too early to their boss's party at the mansion.
Oh yeah,
And he brought like a Tupperware thing of potato salad. And it was the whole thing was catered, but Mike brought a potato salad. He was dressed like the caterers. That's right. Fuck, that's a
4
good show.
hours early.
Here's the misheard lyric. My cousin used to sing. It doesn't make a difference if we're. Oh, okay. I don't know what this song this is. My cousin used to sing. It doesn't make a difference. Okay. This is confusing.
I'll
This is
probably
from-
get it.
It's from Bon Jovi's "Living on a Prayer." That was at the end, so I was just reading the lyrics as if this is a part of the email. So the lyric is instead, if we make it or not. And the misheard lyric is, it doesn't make a difference if we're naked or not.
Oh,
Doesn't make a difference if we're naked or not.
Yeah.
Got each other, and that's all right. So give it a shot. Everybody. Oh, we're halfway naked. Oh.
And then she
I'm not
said,
gonna lie to you,
"Why
that's
does
not
everybody
a bad
stare?"
replaced lyric.
What?
It doesn't make a difference if we're naked or not.
It does sound like
the
that.
rest of it kind of follows.
Yeah.
Living on a prayer, baby.
We're living on a prayer. I know it's small, but let's make it happen.
Yeah, I know we got to the party early, but it doesn't matter if we're naked or not. Fucking prayer.
Right.
and then she says, see you in Irvine.
Oh, cool.
Oh, good.
Well, me and Brent.
Well, I assume I'm there too, but
We'll see. They're pretty cheap
Fair
tickets.
enough.
How much are the tickets? Can you afford the ticket, Will?
to see the show?
Yeah.
To watch the show?
Yeah, you're going to watch the show.
Okay. I'm too busy seating people.
Pretty packed
No,
last
we'll see
time. Let's hope to do it again.
Oh, we're going to have some fun at Irvine. And it's January 9th.
7th through the 9th.
All right, we're going to
7th through
we'll
the
promote
9th.
that. We'll promote that ASAP.
And now we
Yep.
have we have an email from a Jordan. Subject line is
Michael?
thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't think we've heard from this person before. I recently found your podcast, probably in the last month or so, which is somewhat good because now I can binge watch / listen to all your podcasts, which I love to do as you guys are hilarious. My dad was admitted to the ICU at the end of October due to COVID complications, and we weren't sure how it was going to go. It was the hardest weeks of my life, and your podcast was something I listened to that made me laugh when I was really struggling. Luckily, my father is out of the ICU and back home.
Oh, great.
On the slow mend at home.
Good.
I will continue to listen to the podcast multiple times a day while I'm at work at my desk. The other day, I was at the gym listening to the episode where you talked about QAnon, and I was trying so hard not to laugh while I was running.
Because we were probably wrong about everything.
Can't wait to keep listening. I hope to see a show sometime. However, it'll be a trip since I don't live in LA, but I do live in Fort Bragg and Ukiah, California, which is Mendocino County in Northern California.
Mhm.
If you want to do a show here, I mean, it's not LA, but it's close. Maybe you can do a fucking San Francisco.
Yeah, what's up with that? Yeah, if it's northern.
Yeah,
Then you do San Francisco. That'll be in April.
We're at Cobb's in April.
cops. With
Come to
cops.
that, dude.
Well, thanks, Jordan. Really appreciate the nice words, and hope your dad's doing better.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was my next door neighbor. You guys know Dave and Kyle, and they're getting their entire kitchen remodeled and new wood flooring and everything. So I want to get new wood floors in my house. So I went over there to meet the guy and get his business card to get a business card, so get a quote. But he's like, I'm not the boss. I work for him, but this is his card. Blah blah blah. So then a few days later, I went over there. And I go, is this the boss? And the kid was like, yeah. And then he goes, by the way, me and my brother listen to your podcast all the time.
Whoa.
So he goes,
really?
when I gave you my business card the other day, I was like, why does this guy's voice sound so familiar? It's because he listens to us be idiots on the pod.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm gonna get my floors redone. Rich. I'm not far from it.
I think this is a good email to end on. This is from Carl. This is a COVID nostalgia. Hey guys, I found this pod 2 months ago and it made the great choice to watch from the beginning. I'm now at episode 60. That's crazy how long ago episode 60 was. And we're on there's a 134.
We're coming up on the anniversary, by the way. January 6th, Insurrection Day, is also the anniversary of the podcast.
The 2-year anniversary of our
2 years.
podcast. It's crazy. I'm now at episode 60 and figured it's time to write in. I love the pod. It's a lot of fun and also a great look back on 2020. Can't wait for the election ep and the January 6th one. Smiley face. That's crazy. Well, one of those got taken down because of the Trump shit or whatever the fuck.
Apparently we
went a little too hard.
We scared the Trump camp a little bit and they took us down.
I love the music improv and the banter. Jason can make any sound. Brent hurts himself and Wilbert can read.
Wilbert?
Yeah.
That's what I call him.
Oh, these are great. These are band names.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This is what I was saying. It's a good one to like end on because these are some great band names. First one, Sanitation with Kent. I don't know. And then we got Rubber Downey Jr.
That's funny.
Jizz Hands.
Ew.
His hands.
Good one.
It sounds like a hardcore rapper.
Sounds like
for the
my
alt
goose
scene.
sacks.
Goose sex.
Nice.
Parrots of the Caribbean.
Why?
Nice.
Weasel Eyes.
I like that.
Weasel
I like
eyes.
I like
Weasel
that.
Eyes,
That
yeah.
sounds
Terrifying Santanic.
very 90s alt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like a band that Brent would create as an emo band. Killed by Life.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Something my son would listen to.
Yeah.
John, what are you pissed off about now? Nothing. And he just turns his Killed by Life volume up.
Wake up in the day and we never think things are gonna be good. It's Christmas in the ghetto. Like, aren't you guys from Santa Monica?
Santa never makes it on this side of the tracks.
Yeah. Are you guys always on the wrong side of the tracks? Get off the tracks. Get a car.
Doing stand up.
Doing stand-up.
I'm playing around the trains.
And to close it out, Peroni Penis.
Peroni penis.
Peroni penis.
Yes.
I remember a Peroni penis one.
Yep. Really good. Thanks, Carl. I think he says his name's Kyle, like from Boston.
Oh, got it.
I think.
Hey, Kyle.
Fucking
Thanks, man.
Kyle.
Welcome to the Pride.
Welcome to the Pride.
Should we hop over?
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Sorry about the delay. Again, it was because of my goose sacks. Please continue to rate and review at Apple Podcasts. Leave us those 5-star ratings. Leave us those reviews. Don't forget to watch us on YouTube at Lions Den with Brent Morin and Jason Collings. And for all of your members-only content, patreon.com/The Lions Den Pod. And go to thelionsdenpod.com for everything. Merch, links, stuff. Good close-up, Brent. All right, y'all. Talk to you in a sec. If you're on the Patreon, we'll see you over there for the Patreon. Thanks. Bye.
We are friends, digging each other.